DeWanna Bonner, waived from the Fever. Now
Speaking of the
speaking of the Fever, so she was out for a couple of weeks for personal reasons, and then it was reported that she requested out of the Fever. So there's been a lot of speculation as to why exactly DeWanna Bonner wanted out of Indiana, but the fact remains that she is out. What happens next? Like, where in the league do you think would be a good fit for DeWanna Bonner?
At this point, she has presumably cleared waivers. So teams are available to pick her up and negotiate a deal. So if you have cap space, which is very hard to do in this league with hard cap space, and that's what players have been talking about when they are talking about the CB and what they want to see. If you have cap space, you can sign her. I think the report that we've all heard is kind of maybe she wants to join her fiance, Alyssa Thomas, in Phoenix. And that's a team that's doing really well. I think for a player like DeWanna Bonner, like, first of all, she already has 2 WNBA championships that she won early in her career with Phoenix. Like, she's not ring chasing per se, but at the end of her career, clearly she wants to be on a team that is faring well. I think, though, it's going to be, tricky maneuvering, as we see all of the time, for a team to sign a player of that caliber.
And I think that you can even watch, early games with DeWanna Bonner and the Fever. She's 37 years old. Like, let's put that out there. She's not the same player that she was 10 years ago. The way that Caitlin Clark wants to play, which of course is the way that the Fever plays, that she is their nucleus, they want to push the ball down the court. They want to be quick. They want to be fast moving. At 37 years old, that style of play might not fit DeWanna Bonner very well. Like, that just doesn't highlight her strength. So I think it's probably a combination of style of play reasons, personal reasons. And yeah, like you said, at this point, she probably wants to win basketball games, make a little bit of money in the process, and have fun and enjoy herself. If at 37 years old in Indiana, she's not having fun, well then that's your priority at this point. So interesting to see where she goes. I'm sure over the next couple of days as we head into the All-Star break, we'll start to hear some more rumblings about where DeWanna Bonner's landing spot could potentially be. So of course we'll keep you updated right here on Yahoo Sports. The other side of this, though, is the Fever. When DeWanna Bonner was out, we saw Lexie Hull come in, and she fits that style. She can hit the three. She's a scorer. She can keep up with that physicality. Is there anything more that you think the Fever need to do to fill that hole that was created when DeWanna Bonner was waived, or is Lexie Hull that player?
Well, Lexie Hull's success and continued success in the system with Caitlin from last year, I think, was the big reason that DeWanna Bonner was moved to the bench at all and kind of trying to figure that out. Mm-hmm. When I went back through last week, just kind of pouring over all of these press conferences and public comments and my interviews that I had done in Indiana, the thing that stuck out to me was the first day, I think, of training camp. DeWanna Bonner had mentioned she had to catch her breath because these guys are fast.
Yeah.
And as you said, Lexie plays fast. The other major thing that, waiving DeWanna Bonner did, which I do want to point out is also disappointing because she was brought on specifically as this veteran leader for Indiana. And everyone, at least publicly, spoke about how much her leadership mattered, how much they were listening to her. This has been, I don't want to say a problem in Indiana, but an issue for the last few years, something they've been trying to fill, that they want a veteran leader with championship experience. Mm-hmm. But by waiving her, what they were able to do is open up a little bit of cap space and a roster spot and re-sign Ary McDonald. And this is a player who does want to play in that pace, can fill in the void for Caitlin Clark, because who knows how many more games she's going to miss moving forward. They'll probably look to boost their front court because they're a little shallow there, but they will get Damiris Dantas back here soon after all of these national team commitments wrap up.